you this picture, would you know who that is? Probably not. His name is Carl Lentz. And if I asked you how might you know him, I would say, as a hint, Hillsong. Hillsong Church. He was a pastor there. From what I can gather, it originally started in Australia, and then they made branches as far as New York and a couple in the U.S. There's one actually in Calgary, and he had quite a number of affairs. He was married, and then he also invited celebrities to come to the church, and one actually became a member of the church. And I'll show you a picture of this member. I just took a picture of this from 60 Minutes Australia, is where I watched it. Quite a good show. So that's Justin Bieber. I actually heard about Justin Bieber when I was in Stratford many, many years ago. He was just a 12 or 13-year-old boy starting out, but they knew he was going to be famous. And during the interview, this is what he was doing. Pretty cringeworthy, or at least I cringed. I don't happen to like him so much, so I'm trying not to be too biased, but brushing your teeth during an interview might be one of the cringiest things I've ever seen. This guy is weird beyond measure, in my opinion. And coincidentally, I happened to see an interview of his wife, former wife, Selena Gomez. That's just how weird coincidences are. Anyways, there's an article in Vanity Fair. I can put a link into that, and I'll put a link into this interview. What was going on at Hillsong is quite shocking. If you don't know about it, you should watch this program and find out about it. They have apparently 150,000 members worldwide, and what was going on there was quite shocking. Some people even had to pay to go to this church, but it's something I think you should know about. At least I'm glad I watched it. It's only about 15 minutes long, but you'll learn some things. I think I'm safe in saying you'll learn a lot of things about this church that you never heard about before, and you'll be quite shocked by it, but I think you'll be glad you watched it. Hillsong Church is no longer holding services, but they were quite famous for a while. They did a lot of celebrity, a lot of music. You could dress the way you wanted to. They were quite innovative in trying to get people in, but I think it was not even, to me it didn't sound much like a church. But I think it's a show you should watch. And Justin Bieber is one of the weirdest people I've seen. And he was a member, so he's a former member. Hillsong Church, something you should know about.